Kartilya ng Katipunan by Emilio Jacinto. Emilio Jacinto was an eloquent and brave young man, known as both the soul and the brain of the Katipunan. The Kartilya ng Katipunan was written on 1892 by Emilio Jacinto. He was born on Manila on December 15, 1875 to Mariano Jacinto and Josefa Dizon. His pen name was Dimas Ilaw. He studied in the University of Santo Tomas to take up law, but he left college before completing his law degree. After dropping out of the college at the age of 20, Emilio joined the Katipunan, a secret revolutionary society. This was a group whose objective was to gain Philippine independence from Spain in 1892. Jacinto became the secretary, directly reporting to the leader of the Katipunan. He also became the chief advisor on fiscal matters concerning the secret society. Emilio was given a new name when he was part of this group. To the Katipunan, he was often referred to as Utak ng Katipunan. However, he wrote under the pseudonym Dimas Ilaw when writing for the newspaper, and he was more commonly referred to in the group as Pinkayan. When the leader of the Katipunan passed away, Emilio continued to carry out the wishes of Bonifacio. The Katipunan at this time had many factions, and not all of them operated in the same way in their efforts to gain their independence from Spain. As with his predecessor before him, Jacinto refused to join with these factions who had different views. This included refusing to join the Magdalo faction of the Katipunan under the leadership of Emilio Aguinaldo. Emilio Jacinto died on April 16, 1899 at the age of 24. The cause of his death at such a young age was malaria, which he had contracted while in Mahayhay, Laguna. Published works of Emilio Jacinto. First, wrote the Kartilya, the partner of the Katipunan, on how Katipuneros should conduct themselves in the fight for freedom against the Spanish colonizers. He likewise edited the newspaper. Second, articles on human rights, equality, liberty, government, labor, and love of country. Third, Kalayaan, freedom, the secret society's organ which tremendously boosted the membership of the Katipunan from 300 to 30,000 just before the outbreak of the Philippine Revolution in August 1896. Fourth, Jacinto's poetical masterpiece, written in Laguna on October 8, 1897, was La Patria to the Fatherland, a patriotic piece inspired by Mi Ultimo Adios, My Last Farewell, written by Jose Rizal before his execution at the Bagumbayan Field, known today as the Rizal or Luneta Park. Fifth, his other writings include Liwanag at Dilim, Light and Darkness, Pahayag, Manifesto, Sa Mga Kababayan Ko, To My Countrymen, that all contain his socio-political ideas using Dr. Jose Rizal and Marcelo H. del Pilar as his role models. Kartilya ng Katipunan. It was Andres Bonifacio who has formulated a code of conduct and to whom the Decalogo ng Katipunan was attributed, but it was not published. Instead, it was said that upon reading the Kartilya drafted by Jacinto, Bonifacio decided that it was superior to his Decalogo and adopted it as the official primer of Katipunan. Kartilya ng Katipunan was primarily written by Andres Bonifacio. Emilio Jacinto later made revisions, creating a new rule book known as Decalogo. It served as a guidebook for newcomers, those people who are willing to join the group. The original version has 14 paragraphs that contain the values that a Katipunero should have. Each paragraph is unique in such a way that they tackle different aspects of a person's life, in which case anyone may have different interpretation. Hence, it is only appropriate to have a better understanding or explanation to its contents. The Kartilya ng Katipunan, or Primer of the Katipunan, served as the guidebook for new members of the organization which laid out the group's rules and principles. The first edition of the Cartilla was written by Andres Bonifacio. Emilio Jacinto will later pen a revised decalogue. 14 paragraphs that contains the values that a Katipunero should have. The first tenet highlights the importance of living a purpose-driven life. A Katipunero who does not have a purpose lives a useless life. The second rule is all about doing the right thing. A deed carried out for the sake of fame is not worthy of praise. The third tenet shows what kindness really means. True act of kindness for a Katipunero is in the love and service he rendered to other people and not the other way around. The fourth tenet highlights equality. Every Katipuneros are treated equally no matter what race or educational background he has. The fifth shows what honor should mean for a Katipunero. A true Katipunero values honor more than his personal interest. The sixth tenet is all about being a man of word. A Katipunero who has a sense of shame must be a man of his word. The seventh rule gives importance to time. A Katipunero must give importance to time for the Katipunan. A time that is lost will never be back. The eighth tenet is all about fighting for what is right. A Katipunero must protect the weak and fight those who oppress the weak. The ninth tenet highlights the importance of trust. A Katipunero is careful with what he says and keeps the things that must be kept secret. The 10th principle is all about being able to lead a family. A Katipunero must lead his family to the right path. If the leader is consumed by evil, so does his followers. The 11th principle is all about women. A Katipunero must give importance to a woman. He must not see her as an object, not a pastime, that whenever a Katipunero sees a woman, he will remember his mother who nurtured him. The 12th principle gives importance to every action that one has to make. A Katipunero must not do the things that he does not want to be done to him or to his family. The 13th principle is about having the right character. A Katipunero's life is not measured by what is his status in life nor what the things that he possesses. Instead, it is his character and his love for the native land. The last tenet shows a glimpse of what the author desired. It shows the sense of hopefulness for the motherland and that all the sacrifices made is not all for naught.
Kartilya ng Katipunan, The New Book Revised by Emilio Jacinto. Number 1. Ang kabuhayan hindi ginugugol sa isang malaki at banal na kadahilanan ay kahoy na walang lilim, kundi damong makabandag. Number 2. Ang gawang magaling na nagbubuhat sa pagpipita sa sarili at hindi sa talagang nasang gumawa ng kagalingan ay di kabaitan. Number 3. Ang tunay na kabanalan ay ang pagkakawang gawa, ang pag-ibig sa kapwa, at ang isukat ang bawat kilos, gawa't pangungusap sa talagang katuwiran. Number 4. Maitiman at maputi ang kulay ng balat, lahat ng tao ay magkakapantay. Mangyayari ang isa'y higtan sa dunog, sa yaman, sa ganda, ngunit di mahihigitan sa pagkatao. Number 5. Ang may mataas na kalooban, inuuna ang puri sa pagpipita sa sarili. Ang may hamak na kalooban, inuuna ang pagpipita sa sarili sa puri. Number 6. Ang taong may hiya, salita'y napupuna. Number 7. Huwag mong sasayangin ang panahon. Ang yamang nawalay mangyayaring magbabalik. Ngunit panahong nagdaanay, di na muli pang magdadaan. Number 8. Ipagtanggol mo ang inaapi at kabakahin ang umaapi. Number 9. Ang taong matalino ang may pag-iingat sa bawat sasabihin at matututong ipaglihim ang dapat ipaglihim. Number 10. Sa daang matinik ng kabuhayan, lalaki ay isang patnugot ng asawa at mga anak. Kung ang umaakay ay tungo sa sama, ang patutunguhan ng iaakay ay kasamaan din. Number 11. Ang babae ay huwag mong tignang isang bagay na libangan lamang, kundi isang katuwang at karamay sa mga kahirapan nitong kabuhayan. Gamitan mo ng buong pagpipitagan ang kanyang kahinaan at alalahanin ng inang nagbuhat at nangiwi sa iyong kasanggulan. Number 12. Ang di mo ibig na gawin sa asawa mo, anak ng kapatid, at huwag mong gawin sa asawa, anak at kapatid ng iba. Number 13. Ang kamahalan ng tao ay wala sa pagkahari, wala sa tangos ng ilong at puti ng muka, wala sa pagkaparing kahalili ng Diyos at wala sa mataas na kalagayan sa balat ng lupa. Wagas ang tunay na mahal na tao. Kahit laking gubat at walang mababatid kundi sariling wika, yaong may magandang asal, may isang pangungusap, may dangal at puri, yaong di napaaapit, di nakikiapi, yaong marunong magdamdam at marunong lumingap sa bayang tinubuan. 14. Paglaganap ng mga aral na ito at maningning na sumikat ang araw ng mahal na kalayaan dito sa kaaba-abang sangkalupuan at subugan ng matamis niyang liwanag ang nangagkaisang magkalahit, magkapatid na ligaya ng walang katapusan. Ang mga magulong buhay, pagod, mga tiniis na kahirap ay labis nang natumbasan. Kung lahat ng ito'y matarok na ng ibig pumasok at inakala niyang matutupad ang mga tutungkulin, matatala ang kanyang inaasahan sa kasunod nito. Reasons why Kartilya ng Katipunan is important to the grand narrative of Philippine history. Number 1 reason, it embodies the revolutionary spirit of Katipunan. The Kartilya ng Katipunan contains the core principles and values of revolutionary organization that fought against Spanish colonial rule. It refers the aspiration of the Filipino people for freedom and independence, and the sacrifices that were made in the pursuit of these goals. The Kartilya continues to inspire Filipinos today to strive for a better future for their country. Second reason why Kartilya ng Katipunan is important to the grand narrative of Philippine history. It highlights the importance of moral values in nation building. The Kartilya ng Katipunan is not just a set of rules and behaviors during wartime, but a guide for living a virtuous life. It emphasized the importance of love for one's country, respect for others, and personal responsibility for one's action. These values are essential in building a strong and unified nation. Third reason why Kartilya ng Katipunan is important to the grand narrative of Philippine history. It represents a struggle for Philippine identity and cultural heritage. The Kartilya ng Katipunan encourages the preservation and promotion of the Filipino language, culture, and history. It recognizes the importance of looking back at the country's past to learn from the experiences of the ancestors who fought the freedom of independence. These documents serve as a reminder to Filipinos for their rich cultural heritage and national identity, which continues to be important in shaping the country's future.